So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about antidepressants and panic attacks and everything involved in that, and how I resolved my panic attacks issues. So, doctors likes to give out antidepressants. They like to give a diagnosis in 10 minutes of your health that you've been bearing with you all of your life, health conditions that they have no treatment, that they're just something like a general name to something very specific, like IBS, like, I don't know, viral stuff. So listen to me. I don't know where to start even. So I went vegan a few years ago. I'm bashing the vegan diet so much in my channel, and sometimes I feel so bad about it, but I also want to put some stuff out there that if you went through stuff like me, I can't even think, put in my head that someone will ever go through the same thing that I've went through. So if I can provide you the knowledge to avoid this kind of torture that I've been through, then I would do it. And I love animals, and I hope everybody is happy, healthy, and I know that the world will be perfect, but it's not, and it's not right now, and this is how it is, and I want to tell you my story about it, and I hope you can bear with me and understand that, that you can understand where I'm coming from and why I'm doing this and what you can get out of this. And even if you choose to go vegan, then be careful about the stuff that I'm going to tell you. So there is a lot of misunderstanding in the conventional medicine of vitamins, herbs, nutrition, and everything like that. So they don't know. You can't go to the doctor and then they tell you, listen, what you need to do. You needed to take a little bit more vitamin B12. You needed to eat less wheat. Like, they won't come up and tell you that. So I was prescribed, when I was telling my doctor, listen, I have really stomach pain that is like so bad, like, and also like this tingling in hands and legs. And I didn't have like a normal panic attack. I would have like stomach attack with some tingling in legs, hands. I would have like this eye jumping like that with tics. I would have adrenal, like I was so worn out. I didn't really know what to do with myself. I was like 22 years old. I felt like I was 86 years old, like literally. I would act like my grandma. Bless her soul, and I would be so miserable because all my life I've been healthy, and I went into this vegan diet. Year later, well, it was leading to that year later situation when I first started, because my bowel movements, I know it's too much TMI, but they were like so frequent, and everybody told me, oh, that's a detox, because vegans don't want to accept that veganism doesn't fit everybody. It has its deficiencies. It has its negative, influence of someone's body. I don't think, but it's just my opinion, that a vegan diet is healthy. It could be healthy for like 1 month, 2 months, not for all your life, because it's just not, unfortunately. I would be the gladdest person in the world if it would be. I love animals and I want to save them all. So I'll tell you what, I was prescribed by this gastro told me, listen, you have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Your bowels are very irritated, they're very sensitive to everything. And I wasn't like that. I was a child. Sometimes I had stomach issues, but when I overate or something, but I've never had this, I never had it so intense. Okay, so I took antidepressants, and with each antidepressants I went a little bit more with the dosage, and nothing helped. Then I changed medications, didn't help. I stayed on them for a while though, even if they didn't help, because I said maybe in the future, or maybe I was tired of changing all the time, and I thought it was bad for my body to change every like medication every a few months. I thought it was bad for me, so I was stuck with like Cipralex. I don't know how to say it in like I think it's Cipralex. It's the international name, I think. Um, so yeah, I took it and I felt worse. I literally would not be able to go to the toilet. I would sit on the floor um, like a frog, and I would cry my eyes out and feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna die. This is my last day. This is it. I'm done with this world. Like, I would literally feel it almost every day on the vegan diet, and it started. It was, but with staging. It wasn't like all like boom from the beginning. It was like felt a little bit worse every year, a little bit worse. And I was putting it on other stuff. I also found out I have had an ovarian tumor 1 year into veganism, and I thought it was it, and maybe it wasn't the vegan diet, it was something that I've had before. Like, I would give myself so many scenarios, unlogical scenarios in my head, just not to quit veganism. So when it came into 5 years into veganism, that I couldn't wake up a day without feeling like I'm about to drop dead, I said, that's it. This is it. Like, stop that. Like, you can't go anymore like that. I remember it was my birthday, the moment that I said that's it. And at my birthday, I had a vegan pizza. And the day after, I had this really huge attack that I thought, this is what's going to destroy me. So I said, not anymore. It took a time. I didn't go off of antidepressants. I did stay on them. It took me time to get into, to understand. I eliminated foods. I did everything that I could do. Nothing helped. This is a lie. I did a candida diet for 3 months. I felt a little bit better. Not perfect, but a little bit better. Let me tell you, I had 3 months, with no attacks. I feel maybe I had one in that time. And for me to have one attack in 3 months is like crazy. And I avoided sugar, wheat, and gluten, not wheat. Gluten in all forms, and dairy. So I was still feeling, but I was a lot better. But when I went back to eat normal foods, like, not just dry, like basic foods, I felt worse again. I felt even worse than before. So nothing really helped. I couldn't go off antidepressants yet. I really dreamt of going off of them, because I thought from the beginning I wasn't 100% sure that I want to just go with it. It took me years to decide to go on the antidepressants. It was really unbearable. It was really, really bad. So I went on them because I had no other choice. I couldn't leave my house. Then I started to dig a little bit into vitamins, and I found out that I have vitamin D deficiency, vitamin B12 deficiency, folate deficiency. What else I had? Like, very low. Magnesium was very low, but the vitamin D, B12, it wasn't, D was a deficiency, B12 was on 200, and if you know, it's like 199 is like a deficiency. I was on 200. You can get symptoms until you are passing the 500 on B12. So if you're not supplementing with B12, it could cause neurological problems in the future that are permanent. So you need to be really careful with it. You need to supplement with B12 right now. Like, check it, supplement with it. It's so very important. Then my game changer, if you ask me, was the vitamin D. I was up to 40 from 13, and my life changed. Like, I still have stomach issues, but the panic attacks, like going crazy, like, oh my god, just kill me, just, I don't know, like shoot me and just let it get over with. Like, I can't feel that anymore in my living life, you know, like I don't want to experience it. I rather die. Like, I was in that point of life. I still get a little bit anxious at times. I still get these obsessive thoughts, like bad thoughts, dark thoughts, that of course all of these years of torture led to that. So I know it's all together now. It's my physical, it's my emotional, it's what I put inside my body. I can put lots of good things inside my body and feel a little better. I can put a lot of, and everybody's different. Like, for me, if I eat vegetables, that is it. Your girl is about to drop dead. So it really depends on what you are, what your body accepts. Like, I know certain vegetables doesn't do that to me, but I know certain vegetables, this is the end of me, you know. I know wheat is something that I don't believe in restrict anything, but for me, wheat does that really bad reaction, and I think I'm better off without it. When I reintroduce it, I don't feel better, or I don't feel a change. I don't feel like, you know, I just feel like it doesn't do good to me anyways. Like, I can avoid it and be good, be better. So I would tell you, you guys, if you take something from this video, supplement yourself with vitamins, high quality, organic. Go to your doctor. If you, the most common deficiencies are magnesium, folate, B12, vitamin D, go check it out. It could change your life. You could go off antidepressants. If you are on antidepressants and they don't help you, go ahead, check your vitamins, the vitamins that I mentioned, and thank me later after you took it for at least 3 months in a dosage of 5,000 IU. I don't want to recommend anything. I do feel like you need to go to to a professional practitioner and discuss it with him. Vitamins are always good to take if you have a deficiency or low. If you're low with them, go to someone to help you to heal yourself. Vitamins is the fuel of the body. If you don't have it, the body can function. And if you put on it Cipralex, I don't know, Prozac, everything that you want, antidepressant, anti-anxiety, I don't know, nothing will help, because it wants what it wants. It wants what it needs, you know. And when you don't have it, nothing can really push it. Like, it can a little bit get better, maybe something in there. Like, I can tell you that in the first period of my life when I took them, they kind of saved my life. But to get off of them and not get this, you know, I would have a very little, like, attacks, let's say for a month. Like, I would have every day, like, attack. But then when I was on antidepressant, it was like once in 2 weeks or something like that. It was very aggressive. I would pass out for like 2 days. I would sit like that, just thinking what I went through and if it's normal, and if someone living should feel like that in their lifetime, if it's a torture, what I've done in my life that I deserve it. Like, I would literally be shooked in my bed, watching the ceiling, and like talking to God, talking to my father, talking to my grandpa that passed away. I would literally sit and stare at the ceiling and would be shooked that someone can feel this intense fear with pain, physical pain, literal physical pain that is unbearable, and these thoughts of like, this was a bad period of my life. So if I can help anyone by that, please check your vitamins. Check your vitamins and change your life, and consider taking out wheat. I don't know about dairy. You should see if you're sensitive to anything, if you have allergies. This also could be an issue, but what I can tell you, like 100%, is vitamins. Like, about the nutrition, you will need to have to look into it and be with someone and be guided. And yeah, I don't want to give any nutritional advice because I'm not a professional. So yes guys, thanks for watching. I would put a picture of the specific vitamins that I take. You can show it to your doctor or anybody that specializes in this stuff and ask them if you like, yeah, like just consult. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and we will talk later. Bye guys.